This video contains spoilers. If you haven't seen Code Geass, I suggest you go watch it since it's one of the greatest anime of all time, and then check back on this video. Anyways, welcome back everyone, and again, it's another video about an anime I haven't spoken about in some time, Code Geass. The last time we spoke about Lelouch and the gang was regarding a theory on why Code Geass Season 3 may be occurring since he may still be alive. The theory regards the Zero Requiem plan Lelouch created at the end of the anime, to take on all hatred and die as a martyr that unites the world, right? A lot of you enjoyed and in fact agree with that theory we explained on how Lelouch has code as well as Geass, thus the name Code Geass is correct, meaning he's alive. However, the new information and news that has come out regarding the anime kinda sheds new light upon the whole topic. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about at the moment, I guess you need to watch our theory video regarding the plot at the end of the anime that made all of us cry. I mean, if you didn't cry like this for Lelouch, I don't know what to say. Anyways, let's get back to topic. Since Code Geass is pretty much a lot of people's top 10 anime of all time, we know why the hype is there for the movie or Lelouch coming back on screen. It's been 10 years since we have had Code Geass on screen. The concept of a sequel has been teased to us for almost 3 years, and it's pretty much giving some of us blue balls with the wait.
You're gonna get hit in the balls.
As fans of Code Geass, we all know how the ending went and what it made you feel, but the ending is also somewhat open to interpretation. Was it right or wrong for him to do that? Did Lelouch live or die? Before we go balls deeper, make sure to write your opinion in the comment section below, just like these guys did. If you guys can remember, in my 10 things you didn't know about Code Geass video from 3 years ago, I covered how the producers of anime actually interpreted the ending as if Lelouch did die and he was actually meant to. Some staff believe it's a happy ending, some say it's sad, but Code Geass director Goro Taniguchi also wanted to leave it in the viewer's point of view on what their opinion might be in their own interpretation of Code Geass's ending. Now, in my eyes, the ending of Code Geass is easily one of the greatest anime endings of all time, since it was crafted in a manner that made it a plot twist we didn't really see coming. I was 17 at the time, so maybe I was less intuitive to pick up on it, and I was very overly emotional. However, it also provided conclusive tie-ins to all the characters involved whilst crushing our hearts at the same time. It's a very bittersweet ending, and those tend to impact me a lot more so than others. That's just my opinion and my history. Anyways, be sure to let me know what you think. The creator of Code Geass, Ichiro Okoichi, hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right, but in his interviews it's mentioned that Lelouch's story did indeed end with a full stop, whilst other characters will still continue. He also mentioned himself in Continue magazine that he knows that some people may say the ending of Code Geass is bad due to the fact that Schneizel, who killed millions of people in the capital, survived whilst Lelouch suffered by the ending his life, right? Now, all the evidence we have on Code Geass points towards Lelouch being dead, such as the magazine itself confirming that Lelouch was dead. In addition, the writer of Code Geass acknowledged that Lelouch died when he was stabbed by Suzaku, but he never mentioned that Lelouch was dead in every other form and that he wasn't coming back. This is where our theory video comes in and why the anime is called Code Geass, since Lelouch could have ended up being immortal and it was all part of his Zero Requiem plan, by taking the code and the Geass and the powers from the respective characters and becoming immortal. But on the other hand, in recent tweets from May 2018, Ichiro, the creator of Code Geass, decided to drop some freaking knowledge, and I mean these are a doozy. Ichiro states, in light of the release of the 3 new Code Geass movies we are all receiving called Geass Memories, he looks back at the days making Code Geass and reflected on the whole process, productions and the story of the anime. Ichiro explicitly states and confirms that Lelouch's fate had been decided from the very start of the anime, and that fate was him dying. In Ichiro's own words, "Before I started writing the story of the person called Lelouch, I confirmed with Taniguchi, the director, that the thing that the ending will be Lelouch's death. At least he is aware of his sins and pays for them with his death. This man called Lelouch will pay for his sins by his death. The story follows him till he finally makes this decision." Probably this is Lelouch we see in the first episode of the series. He wouldn't choose death, but with character development he would try something to avoid it. He couldn't die for Nunnally as well, but in the last episode he will change and he will die.
I died for your sins.
I mean, the evidence doesn't even end there. Lelouch being dead is confirmed in multiple sources. Obviously, the creator himself stating that Lelouch indeed is dead at the end of the anime is pretty much the cake, but let's add the cherry on top. And I'm not trying to make you guys sad or sway your thoughts into thinking we cannot create theories or what actually may have happened, since the director of Code Geass himself said that it's open to interpretation anyways, but it's just best we all know the information that is out there, right? So moving forward, in the Code Geass R2 complete official guidebook, which can be bought off Amazon, it states repeatedly that Lelouch is dead. He did not receive immortality to live on. Furthermore, in the official Blu-ray release, it contains the ZR movie, which recaps R2 of Code Geass. The ZR movie is the same as Code Geass R2, and it was made by the exact same people who made Code Geass the anime, but it also has a new 50-second new epilogue. The old epilogue is dropped, which means there is no Heikot scene with C2 with the origami scene that we all know, and that causes all our theories to think, oh wait, Lelouch might be alive. So the cart scene, as you guys may know, is a very important clue for the code theory, since it depicts the idea that C2 is speaking to Lelouch. If this scene, and I mean if this scene was really that important to understand the story, it wouldn't have been dropped for a new epilogue. The new epilogue features C2 narrating to the audience. She states Lelouch is dead and that she's sad and cries at night. So, as this explicitly states in clear words that C2 believes Lelouch is dead and she is sad and very heartbroken about it, maybe you guys can interpret it as she's in love with him, we just don't know, but the thought that he died achieving his goal comforts her. It is a significant thing that the creators dropped the Heikot scene and replaced it with this, since it overall covers the whole message that they originally wanted to portray to viewers more accurately, that, you know, Lelouch is dead. Almost as if they're trying to tell us something that, you know, guys, let me break your hearts. Moving on, since all the evidence clearly points towards the idea of Lelouch being dead in the original anime adaptation as well as the original movies, the news that we have regarding Code Geass Season 3 or R3 or whatever you may want to call it makes sense and confirms it too. The new Code Geass Season 3 we were all expecting is actually not happening. Instead, what the creators of Code Geass decided to do was to make an alternate universe or sequel to the said events in the anime. Now, let me try to explain this as simple as I can. On October 2016, a sequel to Code Geass was announced and confirmed, but it wasn't specified what it was. We all assumed it would be a new season confirming that Lelouch is alive. Further on, in the same year, it was then announced it will be called Re-Resurrection, like resurrection, right? Code Geass Fugatsu no Lelouch, which pretty much is the best marketing title you can ask for, since it trolls the fans believing in their own theory and speculation and interpretation. But then what happened was the release of Code Geass, the recap movies, to go along with the film, they had announced Fugatsu no Lelouch. So what they had done is revamp the whole Code Geass original anime into 3 light movies that made major changes. And now these 3 movies recap all the 50 episodes of Code Geass with addition of some new scenes, re-recorded lines from the cast members and some other notable changes. They essentially changed the plot here and there too, right? So these movies were newsed, and I mean newsed, to promote the new release of the movie that we are getting in February 2019, which we are all anticipating for these 3 years. So what the creators and writers of Code Geass decided to do was to make Fukkatsu no Lelouch a sequel to the recap movies, not the original anime adaptation that we know. What this essentially did is create an alternate universe where Lelouch might be alive, and that's why he is resurrected if he does appear. It's sort of a what if situation. In the original canon that we know, Lelouch is definitely dead. The statement from the director Taniguchi and Ichiro, the creators of Code Geass, they state, "At the time of the television series, I intended to close the book on Lelouch's story after the final episode." Okuichi explained, "However, this film that is coming out right now, Glorification and the recap trilogies and everything else, is a little different. It wasn't intended to be an end but a beginning." Taniguchi added that the difference in a story in the film, the trilogy that they released, are not a negotiation of the television series, but rather one possible outcome. So no, this isn't a retcon of the original series, nor is this a new movie or sequel to it. So I guess you can say this does please both spectrums of fans, since the ones that assumed he was alive with the Geass theory can see it come true and what may have happened after, whilst the people that thought if Lelouch was dead still win, since we can see him alive one last time. Anyway guys, I hope this clears everything up in the fan base, and now we can all watch the movie with full understanding of exactly what is going on. Make sure to smash the like button as usual, and let me know in the comments what you think about the topic, and follow me on social media such as Twitter or Instagram, and I'll see you next time.